Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Welcome to another week of Megaton Man Mondays. This week we are exploring Don Simpson's Bizarre Heroes number 4. We have this gorgeous cover with Megaton Man on the cover and Phantom Jungle Girl. Of course, this is a comedy satire superhero book, and he is on the cover and she is pointing out, or he is saying like, I need to be on the cover to sell the book, and basically he's not in it that much except for a subplot. The meta-ness continues. So let's get right into it. So Don Simpson, one of my favorite cartoonists, we, have covered Megaton Man, the initial 10-issue series, the 3-issue Return of Megaton Man, the 3 ancillary one-shots. There are some other offshoots, but it basically led to Don Simpson's Bizarre Heroes, where Megaton Man is part of it, but he's introducing a whole universe of characters, with the precept of giving himself toys to play with and plenty of stories to tell, as he wishes this to be his ongoing continuing series. It's kind of interesting. I feel like, after all these years, in retrospect, Megaton Man is definitely Don Simpson's number one brand. I would have loved for him to continue, with the series, but of course a lot of things happened. The market implosion of the 90s, and not very sustainable for self-publishers. Like at this point, he started out with Kitchen Sink, and then he's moved to Fiasco. Fantagraphics will be reprinting the forthcoming Megaton Man omnibus, which will be 2 omnibi and include, I think, the series that I mentioned up to and including the second omnibi will have this Bizarre Hero stuff. Don Simpson has painstakingly scanned all the original art. It will be in black and white. And you say, well, this is in black and white, but the initial Megaton Man series was in color. And it's going to be gorgeous, hopefully out before the end of 2023. Continue coming back. All the more reason to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification. So I will definitely let you know, Don Simpson's 1963 annual is coming as well, which is part of the reason I'm doing this series, to build hype and hoopla and sort of, maybe just chronicle what has come before and introduce you to the genius of Don Simpson, the beautiful artwork. Look at this classic style. He has such an amazing, he is penciling, writing, inking, and lettering this, and it is just so classic comic book, but it is mixed with hilarious humor and satire, and I just live for it. Great silhouette here. Don's evolution as an artist can be seen throughout the series here too. This is low-key annoying. I don't know why. I guess in the interest of entertaining himself, perhaps an homage to an homage of Rob Liefeld's Sideways X-Force issue, which was an homage to John Byrne's Sideways Fantastic Four issue. I don't know, but it's distracting. I don't think it adds much. I don't know how I feel about it, but actually, I don't hate it as much. The only reason for filming's sake, it's a little annoying, but whatever. It is what it is. Here it is. The Meddler is such a great character, like a throwback to EC characters. He's got this great black cat. The Slick here. All of these characters are pretty much derivative analogs, satire farces, but they are so good and so well done that, the Slick, I would love for him to have his own series. He's basically kind of like a Spider-Man who, instead of webs, he's has epoxy. He was obsessed with glue, and his origin is coming up. So I won't spoil it until we actually get it. Toronto Man is so great. Earth Mother, formerly See-Through Girl. So the Meddler is gathering all these heroes because there's this underlying clone plot happening, and there's gonna thwart the clone plot. Oh my god. That is a tongue twister, eh? Look at Mooncat, one of my new favorite characters. I love her. I feel like she's a mix of Catwoman and Moon Knight. This is not in color, and I really wish... It's funny because I go back and forth. The original Megaton Man series was in color, and it was very innovative. Rob Polakis, I'm sorry, I'm screwing up his name, but anyway, if you watch the series, you can get his proper credit on the issues that he colored, and it was just amazing. I really loved, like, I think that independent comic books were very innovative with color. But that said, look how gorgeous the black and white line work of Don Simpson is. Like, I mean, he's very, like, much of the same school of, like, the beautiful lines of Joe Sinnott, you know what I mean? Like, the feathering and the way he gets those points is just so beautiful. And once again, you know, he is lettering this, so this is hand lettering, so gorgeous. And here you have to flip it. I'm gonna just get over that and just duly noted my annoyance by it. But it's okay as an occasional gimmick, but if you're like every 3 pages going back and forth, I'm just like, I'm not here for it. Love Ms. Megaton Woman. Ms. Megaton Woman? Or Ms. Megaton? I don't know what the hell is her name, but I feel like she should be called Ms. Megaton Man. I don't know. There's a lot of gender stuff. I always say that Don is sort of like a prophet. Like, or maybe it's just that, you know, society is just cyclical and everything stays the same and stagnant and nothing changes. And the same, you know, edgy, poignant commentary from 30 years ago is redundant because we're having the same freaking arguments 30 years later. I love the artistry on this. There's so much sci-fi fun happening here, which is like a story within a story. The Meddler's talking about this like 50s sci-fi writer. You know, there's a lot going on here. Some of it is like, I feel inside like you do have to know other things to sort of know what exactly Don might be commenting on, but it's genius nonetheless. You know what I mean? It's just as satisfying, I feel, if you don't know. This is fun. It's kind of making me want to see like a Don Simpson sort of like, you know, like, what do you call it? Road Warrior, kind of Mad Max situation. And it kind of looks like Micronauts at the same time. I love it. Love, love, love it. And if you want bang for your buck, people, this is like a dense read. Chris Claremont, but Art Adams, as well, with the amount of detail he's putting into the art. So it's like very complexly written and very detailed in the art. So, I mean, Don Simpson is definitely one of the most underrated cartoonists of our generation, I feel. It's funny because this is used a lot in, I think, 80s comic books once they realized they could put like photographs in the background and stuff. So it's kind of fun to see that in here because you don't see a lot, if any of that at all, from time to time with Don Simpson. But most everything is so like meticulously hand-drawn. Nice tokas, eh? I'm always down for like a science fiction-y sort of either creature or whatever in a glass jar filled with liquid. That sounded weird, right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, fun, right? And you never know when something like a crazy page like this is going to bust out. You could never accuse Don Simpson of being lazy. This is like fantastic. The choreography of this, that's the other thing too. I love the tangent of where that's lighting up. But look at the beautiful, okay, so tricks of the trade, people. Comic book storytelling. To guide the eye across the page, you're supposed to use like a Z formation. And look, that follows that so beautifully. It just, you know, he's like a well-rounded cartoonist. I feel like this is the, you know, the Don Simpson Praise channel, not to be confused with like a Praise the Lord channel, but you know what I'm saying. But that's fine because he deserves it. Look at how cool that is too. See, there's nothing, and that's another thing about, you know, being a great cartoonist and comic book artist is that you have to be able to draw everything and anything. And I always respect when someone who is writing the book themselves sort of brings these moments to the story, because why would you do that to yourself? Other than, like, just you love art, you're so good at it, and it looks amazing. This is fun. It's had a Detroit Tigers hat. Oh, shout out to my Uncle Doug, big Detroit Tigers fan. Anyway, I don't know. There's just such a crazy cast of characters. This is like an epic soap opera. Like, this would be such a great Netflix series or even like an HBO Max. I think that James Gunn would be like the perfect director for this. You know, it's totally like in that sort of vein. Like the heroes are kind of grimy and real, and they have sex, and oh gosh, I hope that doesn't get me flagged, but you know, what can I say? Splort, as if on cue. See, this is like low-key Spider-Man sort of, and his dong, I mean, his gun looks like a dong, and it splooges, and then he's gonna hook up with Mooncat, but he doesn't want her to know his secret identity, and that is a good thing for sure, because, I mean, if you have nothing else in life as a superhero, it's your secret identity. I miss the days of that. Like, I know, I'm so antiquated, but this is what I love about this. I'm so glad I missed the boat on this, like, 30 years ago, because here I am, enjoying it every episode, every issue, every week, and it's just a revelation and so much fun. I love to see the level of artistry. I love to see the evolution of the art. It went from very, like, almost cartoony caricature, but very stylish and very beautiful at the same time, to this sort of more classic, polished look. Just very great and heroic. I mean, look at this amazing panel. You know, Don Simpson is like a huge John Romita Spider-Man fan, and I think he pitched for Spider-Man. And seeing this, how could anyone pass on a Don Simpson Spider-Man? I mean, I would love to will that into, you know, existence. Like, if I could ever make that happen, that would be amazing. I love this character too. I love a good villainess with a cigarette holder. I mean, nothing says evil more than smoking. For real. That is so, I just love his art. It just looks so good right there. And then some fun photos from cons back in the day. How fun would it have been to meet Don Simpson, like at the height of Bizarre Heroes, right? I think that a lot of these pictures are going to be reprinted in the afterword of the omnibus or somewhere. So hopefully we get a better view of those. And Don has been sharing that on his Facebook page. You should follow Don on Facebook. He shares updates of art all the time. He's available for commissions. Always got some fun stuff to like write. He still writes a blog, donaldesimpson.blogspot.com, and I'll put a link to that in the description. But look at this backup. I mean, this is so amazing. I love this. Like, look at the symbolism. Dongs everywhere, of course. I feel like you know, you can always find dongs in well, anywhere in life, I guess. But anyway, look at how cool is that. I love these characters. We're getting a little Jack Kirby cosmic sort of Eternals, New Gods kind of thing happening, perhaps. And then Thor. Isn't that Thor? Oh my God, I loved him so much. So good. The art is beautiful here. This is amazing. Issue 4. It goes up to 17. A little promo for the characters. Fun to see them in color, right? And Don Simpson colored this. I mean, once again, like, there's nothing the man can't do. No talent he doesn't have. Anyway, number 4, it goes up to 17, and then we have some other stuff. So this weekly examination is gonna keep on keeping on. So keep coming back. It keeps getting better. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Turn on your notifications so you know when the next episode covering Don Simpson's Bizarre Heroes number 5 comes out next Monday. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.